fresh 14 for the Lakers. LeBron! Look out below!
Oh my Lord!
All of these NBA players, buddies, social media friends, it's all love, right? Wrong. Some of these dudes actually hate each other. For real.
Uh-oh. Stewart and LeBron. Stewart is hot.
Some people think the NBA has gotten too buddy-buddy versus how it used to be in the 80s and 90s. Remember how those players actually hated each other? Like Isaiah Thomas? That dude had beef with everybody. Jordan, Magic, Bird. He couldn't even just limit his beef to be with one player. Funny enough, on this list, we have a player just like Isaiah beefing with everybody. Do you have any idea who it could be? Before I tell you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button before there's beef between us. Jimmy Butler and TJ Warren. These dudes hated each other, and I'm pretty sure they still do. They had multiple instances on court, needing to be separated. Remember that time when TJ Warren gave Jimmy the finger? And they're always exchanging words on the court. And sure, we can't really hear them, but are there any good lip readers in the house? These dudes just do not like each other. Off the court, in interviews,
I think you just gotta watch your mouth in certain situations. There's some that you just don't say as a man. He gotta see me the next time.
Butler had a lot of choice words. He called Warren soft, said Warren wasn't even in his league. TJ Warren had some good performances, mainly in the NBA bubble, but I'm pretty sure he lost out to Butler in the war on the court and the war of words. I think Butler had more than enough ammunition needed to take that guy down. We had another hatred that all started with another Miami Heat player. No, it wasn't Butler again. This Heat player was Markieff Morris, who made enemies with Nikola Jokic. Now, say what you want to say about when he made a hard foul on Jokic taking the ball up the court, but it was just that, a hard foul. Jokic took exception to that and charged Morris and put on him something that classifies as a little more than a hard foul, I'd say. Blindsiding him. See, Jokic made a mistake. Not only did he mess with Markieff Morris, someone who is known to not back down from a fight, but Markieff is one half of a set of twins who both do not want to back down from a fight. I mean, now you have a set of twins that hate you, Jokic. Sure, Jokic's brothers said they'd back him in a fight, but as far as I know, they aren't even allowed on an NBA court. Both the Morris twins are, and the Morris twins will get into confrontations, so now Jokic has to watch his back and his front. There could be two of them coming for him at any time, from any angle. And speaking of someone who took on more than one person at once, we now reach Klay Thompson. This one's interesting because it seemed to start with one guy, Jaren Jackson. See, back in the regular season, 21-22, the Grizzlies beat the Warriors while Klay still wasn't healthy enough to play. Then, Jaren Jackson took to social media to mock the Warriors' slogan, "Strength in Numbers." That did not sit well with Klay. So much so that after he and his Warriors won the championship, it was still on his mind. He was bringing it up on the podium, talking about how it made him so mad. He referred to, quote, some Grizzlies player and called him a, quote, frickin' bum. Hell yeah, Klay, go get him. So disrespectful, didn't even put his name out there. Just some guy, and he's a bum. And now, when Klay takes on the Grizzlies, he has let that hate for Jaren spread to the entire Memphis team. Everyone on Memphis can get it from Klay. He'll mock you, taunt you, stand over you when you fall down. He'll give you whatever you want and whatever you don't want. I would not be surprised if he started bad-mouthing Memphis as a city, and even their style of barbecue. Or would that be going too far? Okay, but speaking of going too far, the Giannis and James Harden beef may have been just that. Once upon a time, the two were both in the race to be MVP. So sometimes feelings come up when you're in some direct competition with another person, right? It could have just been a friendly competition, yeah, but by the time we got to the All-Star break, and when Giannis and LeBron were picking their All-Star teams for the 2019-20 season, it came down to Giannis making a pick. 3 guys left on the board: Harden, Kemba Walker, and Trae Young. Giannis said it was between Kemba and Trae as he lamented over his decision. Okay, warning, shade alert. When Charles Barkley, always the instigator, asked Giannis why he wouldn't want James Harden, Giannis said he wanted somebody that would actually pass the ball. Alright, now warning, shade level midnight. After Giannis took Kemba, Harden's response was he averaged more assists than Kemba, so he didn't get it. Deep down, he got it, he was being insulted, and he didn't like it. But Giannis wasn't done there. There was also that elbow to the head in the All-Star game. Accident? I don't know. There was the post-All-Star game press conference where Giannis said their strategy was to find whoever Harden was guarding and then just go to them. Wait. What about that time Giannis chucked the ball right at Harden's head? Giannis is throwing shots at Harden every chance he gets, I swear. I think it's fair to say he is not a fan of the beard. Okay, maybe we're seeing a little bit, what would you call it, beard envy here? I'm not sure. You want to see two players who really hate each other? You don't even have to leave the division up in the Northeast. But who other than Joel Embiid of the Sixers and Marcus Smart of the Celtics? These two division rivals hate each other, and they've shown us on many occasions, even dating back to college, back when Embiid dunked on Marcus Smart. Like, really embarrassed him. The massive dunk. The photo that became Embiid's Instagram post with the caption mocking Smart. How lucky are we, NBA fans who love good rivalries, that these two ended up in Philly and Boston. Now the two are going after each other game after game. It has progressed so much that by the time we got to October of 2022, apparently the two had signed up to be in the WWE and didn't even tell anybody. Why else would we have Embiid after a rebound yanking Smart's arm like we're in a wrestling ring? And then after Smart falls, he takes offense and grabs Embiid's ankle, to which Embiid apparently almost fell down. That's another great part about this hatred. You have quite possibly the two biggest floppers in the NBA going head to head. Maybe that's why they really hate each other. Both players want the title of King Flopper. Next up, we have two passionate guys, and over the years, their passion has caused them to butt heads. Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverley. Their hatred for one another wasn't really subtle. We got Pat Bev diving at Westbrook's feet, injuring him, and causing him to miss time. We have Westbrook housing Pat Bev on plays, telling everyone he's too small to guard him. And then Westbrook even told the media, Pat Bev is tricking y'all, acting like he plays defense, he's just running around. To which Pat Bev was really annoyed by, making a statement about how that changed how players and coaches looked at him. So all that back and forth, all the hatred between these two, it's so awful they'll never be friends. Except they became teammates in LA. So they're going to have to at least get along. This Lakers situation. Personally, I think it's just a powder keg waiting to blow. Hey, wait a second. We already had both Joel Embiid and Russell Westbrook on this list. Now we have them both on here a second time. Absolutely hating each other. It all seemed to start back in 2017 when the Thunder and Sixers had a heated matchup. Embiid and Westbrook were at the forefront of it. A lot of tough physical play, but it all ended with OKC winning. And then Westbrook waving bye-bye to Embiid. Okay, that's not gonna sit well with Embiid, is it? 2018, another matchup between the two. It got physical again. Embiid even did some crazy acrobatic dunk on Westbrook and just absolutely destroyed him. Yeah, you don't just dunk on someone like that unless you hate them. But the Thunder still won it. When we get to a third matchup, we then see Embiid going after Westbrook as Westbrook loses a handle of the ball and Embiid fouls him hard. Westbrook took exception to that. He thought it was more than a foul. And after the game, reporters even asked Westbrook if he and Joel were cool. And Westbrook had some choice words. The PG version of it translates to no. The R-rated version? Same meaning, just a touch more emphatic. And the two will just not stop chirping at each other. But hold on, both of these guys are on this list twice. Is one of them on for a third time? It's Joel Embiid and Karl Anthony Towns. And if you have seen the two go at it, you know they hate each other. These two big guys, every time they meet, on the court, under the rim, wherever, the hatred is real. It's actually palpable. Now, there's been reports, statements, saying the two are all good now. You believe that? I don't. Did you see when those two fought? When they ended up on the floor? When both benches emptied for their teams and ran over to stop the brawl? Yeah. My thinking is, once you engage in something like that, you can say you're all good with someone all you want. You're not. But would you look at that? Joel Embiid getting in some hate relationships with 3 different players in the league, at least. It's like he's the modern day Isaiah Thomas. All the stars hate him. Okay, what do you think? Do you think Embiid has too much beef going on? Or do you think any other player beefs are worse? I want you to tell me the last 2 people on this list that would ever make up. Put it down below in the comments. Hey, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. That way you'll get notifications for all my latest videos as soon as they're out. Until next time, keep calm and dribble on.